Joe Gamaldi, and Fox News contributor and columnist Byron York. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Joe, first to you. 4 presidents in New York, 3 at a Democrat fundraiser with celebrities here in Midtown at Radio City. It's President Biden, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama. We're showing a live shot. It's happening right now. Anti-Israel protesters about to march on Biden. We've also got more sound coming in. Former President Trump speaking outside the wake today of NYPD Officer Jonathan Diller, murdered in the line of duty. First to you, Joe, your thoughts on this?
Well, you know, the chasm between President Trump and President Biden just couldn't be wider. While President Trump is out there loudly and proudly supporting law enforcement, condemning the historic violence against us, and attending Officer Diller's wake, President Biden is across town. He can't even put out a statement condemning the violence against law enforcement, the war on cops that saw 378 police officers shot last year. And to make matters worse, his own press secretary holds a press conference and doesn't even have the decency to say the officer's name, Officer Diller. She couldn't even say it. She's a complete embarrassment. She doesn't mention condemning the violence against law enforcement and then starts to talk about blaming gun laws. Here's a newsflash. This dirtbag that killed this officer was picked up on a gun charge just months earlier, and the revolving-door criminal justice system that they champion so much let him back out. And, you know, that press conference was a smack in the face to law enforcement across this country.
Yeah, what Joe just saying, we lost a hero in the line of duty. Another cop killed in the line of duty. Former President Trump is speaking out. He looked visibly upset. He was moved by what was going on. Let's take a listen to the former president here.
What happened is such a sad event, such a horrible thing, and it's happening all too often, and we're just not going to let it happen. We just can't. 21 times arrested, this thug, and the person in the car with him was arrested many times, and they don't learn because they don't respect the Diller family. You'll never be the same. You can never be the same, and we have to stop it. We have to stop it. We have to get back to law and order. We have to do a lot of things differently because this is not working. This is happening too often. Got to toughen it up.
What do you mean?
Got to have law and order. These things can't happen. We need law and order.
We need law and order, but the White House press secretary is blaming Republicans, claiming Republicans are going weak on crime. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, that's a real nice trick she's trying to play on the American people. We know damn well what's going on in our urban communities, and that is we have rogue DAs and activist judges who are all from the far left who continue to let these criminals out over and over and over again. And it is fueling the war on cops in this country. The shootings of officers are up 60%. And when you bear down the numbers, you know who's killing cops? Repeat offenders. Because every single cop killer, 85% of them have been arrested before. 71% are convicted felons. So maybe if we actually threw the book at people and held them accountable and kept them in prison, we wouldn't have a cop shot every 23 hours in this country.
So what